What's up, YouTubers? It's your boy here 7 again. Today I'm going to be doing a fade with the Limural clipper. Now I have two Limural clippers here, but today I'm going to be using this one here, the silver one, my very first Limural clipper. Now what I did, I changed the blade. I put a Wahl Zero blade on this clipper to see how it will perform. So to be honest, from my personal experience, it's been working very good. But I'm going to show you guys firsthand how it's working with the Zero blade, the Wahl Zero blade on this Limural clipper, right? So you're going to get a firsthand experience to how this machine is performing. Yes guys, so to make my base, I'm going to be using the Barbershoptalk Gold FX. It's a pretty good machine. I know this video is all about the Limural, but I'm using the FX Gold to make my base because it gets really close. It's a very good machine to basically ball ahead or bake the base or to make your lines. Very good machine. So yeah, so I'm just balling the sides, making sure that it's nice and clean, everything is gone, making sure there's no hair remain. It's always important to make sure that you have a nice clean base. So I'm gonna mark the customer here first. So this is how I normally do it. Most times I make my base, I mark the hair before I do the cut, all right, because I don't want to kind the hairline. So now I'm making my second base. I push up the blade just a little bit, not too close, and just it's a little bit more than half, okay, to make my second base. So you see me making my base now. And as I said guys, I'm using the Wahl Zero blade, all right, and it is working fantastic. It is working pretty good, guys. As you see there, I'm making my base. It's very easy, it's very smooth, feels nice in the hand. I was very surprised. I wasn't sure if the blade was gonna fit on this clipper, but to my surprise, it fit. Even though there's a slight curve on the blade, on the Limural blade, so when I was about to put the Zero blade, I realized it was a change. So now I'm using the #1 guard open on the top, with the lever open, just to brush down the hair a little bit. Now, the client doesn't want the hair too low, just to make sure that it has a nice wavelength. All right, so I'm brushing on the top, making sure everything is nice and smooth, making sure I go with the hair, and his hair grows in different direction. So I have to make sure that I follow the direction in which the hair is growing. All right, so, yep. The Limural clipper, guys, working pretty good. Pretty good. I'm very impressed with this machine. I'm very impressed how it's working with the Zero blade. So now I'm going to use the Wahl Zero comb. And yes, I'm making my second base. That there is made with the lever close. I'm making my second base. Yes. Now, as I said from my previous videos, one thing about the Limural brand is that the combs that comes with these clippers, they are not very sturdy, they are very soft. So you find when you're cutting the client's hair that they bend in different directions and it makes different type of lines. So you can use the Wahl combs on these clippers, or you can even use the Andes magnetic combs, but the magnetic combs doesn't fit perfect. So I would recommend using the Wahl combs. So this is the Zero Wahl comb I'm using right now. Yeah, so now I'm here, I'm opening the clipper to make my second base. Yes, to make my second line, I'm opening the comb, I'm feeding up. Okay, so I'm going all around. This is the way I cut. I normally follow one pattern right through the next side of the head. You know, there are some barbers who cut and make the base. They cut one side of the head and then they go into the other side, but I like to cut around the head to make sure that I have the exact same lever on the other side. I don't want to lose my focus or my measurement to know exactly what was done on the other side. So I normally go right away around with the cut. Okay, so now I'm taking out the Zero line. The machine is closed. I'm taking out my line, the very first line that I made. So I'm flicking my wrist at the line, guys. Okay, I guess those who knows to cut understand what I mean. For those who don't, make sure that you flick your wrist at the line. Now my blade is very close. Okay, zero gap the blade. It's a zero blade from Wahl. It's a Wahl Zero blade, but I make sure I have it pretty close to make sure that I get the lines out. All right. Now, trust me, guys, this machine is working great. The blade is working so well on this machine. So I'm taking out my zero line. I'm going all the way around to the head, all the way from the right to the left side. Yes, I'm flicking my wrist, Now, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this video, guys. You know, support the channel. You know, we also normally do topics and we ask questions, but I also do product reviews. And today I'm just doing a little tutorial on this Limural clipper with the Wahl Zero blade on it. So now I'm going to be taking on my second line with the clipper open. Take out that second line. So I'm just flicking on that second line, just flicking the wrist. As always, as a barber, like I said, you always have to know to flick the wrist at the line to make sure that you don't go too high to create another line. Make sure you keep your hand steady. Yeah, so like I said, you know my routine, I flick all the way around to take out that line. So you can see that the line is going, the line is vanishing. It's soon gonna be all gone, and you can tell that this machine is cutting very nice. Now this video is not a sponsored video. I actually bought these clippers myself. I was on Amazon. I looked at I did the review on the video on the clipper, and to my surprise, it had pretty good reviews, and I decided to purchase this clipper. However, the blade that came with this clipper, the very teeth of the blade was pretty thick. So I find that it was not doing a very good job in taking out the zero lines. It was not doing a good job in basically doing a very nice flat fade. So this is why I decided to make this video with the Wahl Zero blade to see if it will work, if it will fit, and how it will perform. And to my surprise, it is doing well. All right. So now I'm using here the Wahl #1 comb, and I'm making a next base here to take out the thickness, the dark edges on top of the head, as you can see. So I'm going to be taking out that dark spot. That's me using the #1 comb with the clipper open. So I'm going against the grain on all sides. Make sure I get it to a very nice level. Yes. Now the customer have really nice hair, so you have to take your time when cutting and going against the grain or going with the grain. All right. So now I'm gonna be taking out the next line that I created with the clipper close. I'm gonna be flicking my wrist at that line. Make sure that line comes out. Yeah, so as you can see, my clipper is closed. I'm going against the grain to make sure I take out the line that I created, to make sure I have a very nice smooth transition, so you can see all the different level of fade. Okay, so you have to make sure that you recognize the way the customer or the client here is growing. So you go against the grain, it makes it much easier for you to take out that line. All right, so you can still see there's a little darkness on the top still. Alright, so I'm going to use the 1.5 guard, the Wahl 1.5 guard with the clipper open. I'm going to be breaking that dark edges out, just blending it in, make sure it's nice so you don't see a bulk of hair sticking out to the side. Now, one thing I like with these wall clip combs that I have is that I have the 0 guard, the number 1 guard, and the 1.5 guard. All 3 guards are very important when doing a very close ball fade, or I should say a very flat ball fade. You need these combs in order to make sure that you have a very nice cut, especially if you're going to leave more here on the top of the head. You got to have these combs, unless you have very light hands and you know how to use your combs well and your clipper well, then you're good to go. But for me, just to play it safe, I make sure that I have all 3 combs when doing a very ball fade, a very low ball fade I should say, or with a little darkness on the top. Alright, so I'm just here blending in the top of the head. So far everything is coming out so good, everything is coming out well. Let me know in the comment section what you think so far. Are you guys impressed with the clipper, how it's performing with the Wahl Zero blade? Now, one reason why I made this video is to basically show that you can actually purchase this clipper and add the Zero blade to it, the Wahl Zero blade. So there's no more cards and you're not going to be lacking any power. Trust me, this machine is full of power. It's very powerful. That's not one thing you're going to be short on. It's, you know, it comes with a cable you can charge. It charges very fast, and you can go about 4 haircuts on a single charge. 4 haircuts. So that's what I basically estimated on a full charge. Probably can go about 5, but you know, you got to be very fast. Yeah, but this clipper is amazing, guys. Like I said, this is not a sponsored video. I'm doing this video for my own personal reason, my own choice, to basically show you guys that this clipper is it's all of that, as they say. There's a few things you might have to change, like the blade, to get maximum performance, or maybe Limural itself can make the blade a little bit better like the Wahl blades. That way I don't have to buy this clipper then to go out and purchase a Wahl blade or purchase Wahl combs. I just think that the company just needs to make the blade a little bit more finer and the combs a little bit more stronger. But other than that, everything about this machine, I'm loving it. You know, it's great, guys. You can go support the company. The machine, the clippers are very cheap. It's affordable. It's everything in one. Alright, so that's me just giving the finishing touch to this haircut. Now tell me, guys, what you think so far. Are you guys impressed with the way this machine is performing with the Zero blade? Let me know. You can watch my other videos on the haircuts I did with the original blades. Yeah, but this is how the Limural is performing with the Wahl Zero blade right now. And so I'm just making sure all the lines are out. I'm making sure everything is nice and crisp, to make sure that the customer is very happy and satisfied. Okay. Yes, I'm just blending in the little lines there with the Zero comb, making sure everything is blending. So now I'm just gonna be marking out the client, make sure the line is nice and sharp. So I'm about to use the razor on the head. You know, I just have to wet the head, then I'm using my blade to make sure I mark it out. So this is basically it, guys. So don't forget to like the video, comment in the section, let me know what you think about the video, what you think about the Limural clipper, and I mean, I sure you guys, many of you guys have used the Wahl Zero blade already on the Wahl clipper when doing a fade. It's a pretty nice blade, but this is the first time I'm using it on the Limural clipper. Like I said, I'm very impressed. That I'm very happy that it worked. It performed well. It didn't lack any power. Everything was great. So you guys can try it out when you get a chance, if you wish to, if you don't have a Wahl clipper. Yes, so this is the finishing product, guys. Hope you guys love it. Don't forget to subscribe, like this channel, share the video, help this channel to grow. Keep supporting me. This is your boy 7. This is Future Star Barbershop, Barbershop Talk SLU. Alright, so this, don't forget, it's the Limural brand here, the Limural clipper with the Wahl Zero blade. Thank you, guys. One love.